Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Today we're doing another episode in our legendary Ikit Claw campaign for Total War Warhammer 2. This is on the Mortal Empires campaign, and this is just the baseline campaign. No Steel Faith. The game just came out yesterday, and I'm just trying to record some episodes for you. I did have a few, like I said earlier on, that were on the Vortex, but I decided to go with Mortal Empires because I wanted it to feel different from the Scroll campaign, and also I've always wanted to start in Skaven Blight. I thought that'd be a lot of fun, and we get to face a lot of early adversaries that we don't usually get to fight. And I think there are some new like landmark buildings in Empire properties too, so that should be fun. Yeah, thanks, Kleenex. That was a good time, man. It's always a little more fun, even when you're losing, I think, with a duo, just to kind of chat and have a good time with it. Okay, and I am streaming this as well. As I said, I've been trying this out. I think I mentioned this before. I'm trying it out on stream after League of Legends right now. We'll see if it catches some interest. So that's usually around 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that would be like around 8:30 a.m. I think, Britain, England time. I don't know what it's called over there. UTC, I think. Anyways, okay, so let's go ahead and get back in here. Now, I could burrow under. They might be able to beat me, though. And I'm not going to be able to reinforce anyway, so we'll just go ahead and kill this rebellion here. And as we saw last time, we should be able to just auto it, right? Don't make me fight it, man. Come on. Okay, good.
Which killed my streams,
As we saw last episode, we're just about to get our Plague Claw and all of our cool weapons teams and things like that, so...
Serve yourselves up to your master.
I think we're still in a state where we just got to take one at a time. And that hurts our replenishment.
Warp power.
So we should get some good sieges here soon. I need to use this Doom Rocket. How close are we to getting our upgrade?
Slicey, dicey death.
Okay, as soon as we complete that building, and then we need to use a Doom Rocket, and then we get to tier 2, and I think that's when we can get characters on Doom Flayers. This. Eventually -3 for Scorch is really nice. And there are a couple good properties on the weapons teams too.
Equip and murder.
That reload time for Rattling Gun is very, very nice. It's basically 15% extra damage because they have infinite ammo, so that's like okay. Not like super thrilled with that. It's alright. Okay. Anyways, just got that leveled up.
Where are my schematics?
Warpstone tokens. Now we got to decide, what do we want to do here? We have our engineering skill. We could get Root Marcher. That's always good. Or we could, in preparation, go ahead and start working to get to Scorch. So I feel like that's going to be really strong against a lot of the stuff we're going to be fighting here soon. It's just 2 points. Now, I am about to get a Skaven, the other Lord, though. So that's a consideration. The Summoning Lord, the Big Papa Magic. So maybe we don't need that. I don't know. 3 off on Scorch is a big deal. I guess we'll go and get Root Marcher and think about it. We could also get Blastmaster. That gives us a lot of extra ammo on our, just basically everything. Maybe let's go Blastmaster here. Ammo, reload time. And that would allow us to get up to Warp Smart. Quartermaster's pretty nice too. Maybe let's go with Blastmaster here. Okay, so we'll go with that. This dude,
Skaven
triangulation.
Many worse.
So we're getting some nice upgrades.
Skaven Blight revels in this victory.
Do I want to go after this dude right now? I kind of want to hit him before Moraliano gets like built and has a good standing. The question is, do I want to poke that bear yet? Not sure that I do.
Spray musk here.
Actually, maybe I should have just tried to farm this rebellion one more time before we left. No.
Tinker.
Okay, we'd already worked out how many units we needed here. We can't raid anything.
Not likely.
Dude's chilling.
Science, sorcery, death,
waiting 2 more turns. The question is, do I want to drop the hammer on Magritta, or do I want to drop it on somebody else? I guess we'll just chill right here.
Move!
I hate chilling. I'm not a chiller.
Right away.
Okay, that's all good. This, don't need that yet. That's all
Time to
fine.
do it, leaders.
We're actually going along. We're growing at a pretty big clip now that we have plentiful food. Okay, I guess we'll just chill here. I can maybe afford to upgrade this.
No devastation like Ikit's devastation.
Yeah, I think we go ahead and afford that. Do you have to buy the first game to get elves or dwarves? I think so, but I think the game is at a pretty big discount. Like, you can probably get something bundled for pretty cheap. Or you can wait on like a summer sale or something. Like the base game, now the elves, wood elves, are not part, they're like DLC for the first game. You can do high elves and dark elves for the second game without buying anything extra. All the elves are very different. Like, it has elf at the end, but they play very, very differently. You know, they have good archers, you know, to an extent, but they're like different kinds of archers. And they're like very, very different, like, campaign mechanics and like campaign style and things like that. It's really cool. It's very unique. It's not just like reskinned elves, you know, a bunch of archers running around. It's like very, very different units, playstyle, mechanics, and all that stuff. So, of those 3, I like the dark elves. Dark elves are one of my favorite ones. Like, I don't like slavery, obviously, but like their slave mechanic is pretty cool. It's a nice trade-off, and then they have just like a really good, well-rounded unit. They're one of the strongest factions. They're just like, they're good at tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Like, they just scale so well. They have good magic.
What do you offer?
High elves are
Things
probably
for
the
fuel in my
easiest,
warp forges.
I think, to play. Are these guys coming at me now? No, they want a non-aggression. Nah, dude, you're gonna die soon. I want Moraliano. Okay, so the question is, okay, is he gonna go up and end 10 to Beligar? He might. Damn, I really wish I didn't have to get up. I need to just like train my daughter to sleep until like 1 p.m. and that'd be amazing. She used to do that back when she was a lot smaller, and I would look after her. Summer of 2018, I think. She used to sleep till like noon. She slept 16 hours a day. It was glorious. I like getting up and hanging out with her. I don't know. I also like making content for the channel. We went to the park this evening. I'm gonna have to find like a different park we can go to, or something like that, because I feel like we go to the same park all the time, which is fine with me, but mixing it up would be fun too, probably for her. Okay, nice. 2 growth. 3 growth. Really? I just got 3 of those?
Warp lightning!
I've never even seen that before. This must be like a new thing.
No
You
threat
can
of
only
a
put that
challenge.
on boards, it appears. Sure, he probably already has one.
Magic's energies.
That is nice though, because you don't have a lot of growth. Don't have a lot of growth early for Skaven, so.
Be around.
Okay. Now, where do I want to go? As far as like, what's least likely to get detected? Can I put it here? I could put it here. This guy's least likely to have a bunch of heroes. Usually they don't get that much.
Lord of the Asray!
Like, this guy will get heroes, because heroes can detect your underway. Who's the richest there? They're all equally rich, I think. Let's go ahead and get this laboratory going.
Walls.
Now, I learned you can, if you take a town in combat, you can do that as many times as you want with your army. You can take a town, but it's only every 15 turns that you can do it with a hero. Okay, so this laboratory gives us 50 extra experience for Warlock Engineers, which is great. 10% campaign research rate. So it's pretty cool. The 10% research rate is nice. There are a lot of good techs Skaven can get. It just takes a while to get them. Okay, so we have 20 discoverability. We could just get the cash. Could also throw one of these down. I'm kind of partial to this. Subterranean pit. There's a 5% chance where we get. Now, it's an adjacent region. So, you know, we talked about this last time. Good choices here are we could potentially spread it. We could just get some money. Money would be really good right now. I'm not going to occupy this, so we don't need, like, Rat King or any of that stuff. We could get food. Our food situation's really good right now, though. How much is this? Is 40 discoverability? 20. Okay, it's only 20. That's nice. Okay, so I think we just go for Subterranean Pit. And, okay, this has 1,200 gold. So 20% of local is more than 200. Okay, so that's going to put us at 60. We could greed out and put one more in there and go to 80. But then if they get any buildings they probably have buildings they could construct that would detect. So the detection buildings are 30. I think my detection building is Skaven is 30. I think it'd be greedy to go for the full 80. I think this is probably pretty legit. I think this is good. We'll stick with this. Because if we get to 100 detectability, then we lose everything in there. So I think staying at 60 is pretty comfortable if it's something long term. They could get the detection thing and put a hero there, and that would spot it, I guess, but it's reasonable. Okay. So one more turn of chilling, I suppose, and then we start hiring. Yeah, I guess we'll just try to get some public order here. Moraliano, okay, they still don't have anything. We're working on text. Okay, I think that's good. We just wait.
Plant Scryer flags here.
Why do I prefer this over Civilization? It has live combat. I also like the art style of this a lot more. I like the lore. The units are very, like... I mean, Civilization doesn't even have live combat. Civ is okay. Britonia, I feel like they were an easier faction to understand and, like, do. I feel like some of the easier factions to play that are, like, really straightforward and their mechanics aren't that complicated. I think Dwarf is probably the easiest. They just have, like, standard text. You just, you know, fight stuff. You don't have to manage a lot of extra resources. Britonia is pretty simple. I mean, Civ's alright. I guess factions do play a little differently. Like, I do wish that maybe Total War had a few more mechanics. Although, I don't know. They're adding a lot of mechanics, like campaign management mechanics, and especially in Steel Faith, like, they add even more. High Elves are the easiest Total War Warhammer 2. For the same reason, they don't have a lot of mechanics. Like, their intrigue mechanic is very simple to understand, and you don't even really have to use it that much. You can just... You randomly get intrigue off of stuff, and you get better lords. It's not something you actively have to manage. I think Skaven mechanics-wise are probably the hardest, like, or most complex faction. I think some of the hardest factions are probably like Chaos, Norska, specific lords like Skarsnik. -6. Which army? Just everywhere. Okay. Oh, it's 10 turns. Oh, I thought it was 15 turns. Maybe for this guy, it's only 10. Maybe, I don't know where I was getting 15. Maybe it's always been 10. Okay, so we should be able to start hiring some stuff now. Yes.
More warpstone. Now!
Okay, so I think we want 3 of these.
Enemies to track.
Makes sense to me. And then,
Now! Warlock of
we can
Skaven
burrow
blood.
under here in a turn. Maybe, oh, that'll buy some time so we don't get the rebellion. I guess we can burrow outside of the town.
No, under hills.
We'll do that next turn. And then we want to hire Plague Priest. I guess Confidence, probably the best we're going to get here.
Laws of decay.
Yeah, this dude's total baller.
Knows who his boss is.
Okay, Breeder. Like, these skills are so good. I've talked about this in past campaigns. Plague Furnace is an awesome buff. I don't remember if it's direct damage or a buff. But they just summon so many things. Like Vermintide, you can get it down to 3 mana. You can use it 6 times to just spawn clan rats all over the place. You have an AoE debuff with poison, which goes down to like, whatever, like 4. To cast AoE poison on everybody. You've got this armor shredding debuff, where for like 10, it's -30 armor on everybody. You have an AoE vortex, like heavy damage magic spell for 11, which is super strong. So I mean, they just have all kinds of like really good stuff. So it's like really good mount, awesome selection of like cheap spells that do a bunch of different things. You got scouting, you got damage walls. Like, there's a ton of really good things that you can do with this guy.
Angry dwarf things could be around.
Okay, so we're working on all that. We got Scavenging Ruins. Okay, we need a Taskmaster's platform. I think Casualty Replenishment is something I'm actually interested in. And then maybe this melee defense. We got that, and I think that's it. There's just like not doing a lot now while we're chilling. And we're waiting on the weapons teams, which is going to take 2 turns.
More warpstone.
Now, let's see. We're going to put the plague guy in there, and then 3 more. We wanted a warp fire thrower, 1 more Giselle, and like 1 more gunner, I think. Yeah, Queek is pretty cool. I think you can learn this game. I don't think it's that hard, Sammy. Honestly, like, you just get kind of used to it. I think it's fun. I mean, it's like it's got so much replayability. Like, for a single-player game, I don't know of something that would have more replayability than this. Like, they're just so, like, every campaign is different. There are so many different factions, so many different things to try out. They're constantly updating it, both with official support from Creative Assembly, but also with mods and things like that. But yeah, you can set difficulty level too. Like people are saying in chat, you can set the difficulty lower. Like you can even have it in battles if you're not on legendary. I'm pretty sure you can pause it and then issue commands if it moves like a little too fast while you're learning. Do I think rattling gunners will be viable for other legendary lords? I don't know. Maybe like they're not gonna have the infinite drum. It depends on how fast they go out of mana. They're already not like insanely amazing, for being honest. I mean, like they're pretty good, but I don't think you want a lot of them. I mean, I feel like they're replaceable. Like I feel like Deathglow Bombardiers and things like Warp Fire Throwers can achieve similar effects. Like, I think you can get your blow-up stuff fixed with just Plague Claw Catapults and Deathglow Bombardiers, honestly, with a lot of other lords. Okay, well that's definitely about to happen. Okay, so they got some stuff here, but they went ahead and built it up for me, which is nice of them, so I don't have to occupy it.
Now they'll see.
Okay, I gotta wait one more turn. Still recruiting with them.
Exosuit ready.
Engineer, here!
More magic. Yes, yes.
Master Engineer! Warp! Lightning!
Okay, what do we want here? We can put just growth, I think. Also put a Taskmaster's platform so I can start getting those techs. I do need something to get those techs. This is a fairly protected area. I suppose we can go ahead and get a Taskmaster.
Tired of
If for
these
no other
snobs.
reason than to get those techs. I mean, we could just come down here and crush these guys, or try to crush these guys first. Before we go to war with these guys. Maybe it's probably a better idea to get these guys under control. Where's the Galleon's graveyard? Oh, right there. Okay. This guy's got a heck of a lot. I mean, he has one town and he has two 13-stack
I
armies.
refuse.
Engineer of Scryer.
Knock, sorcerer!
Who are it that counters Skaven? I mean, a lot of people can beat him. I think Lizardmen are pretty good against him early. Like most late game most factions in the late game will beat him straight up, like 20 versus 20. They're probably gonna win. I mean, things that have a lot of like large beasts, like Dark Elves or High Elves with a bunch of dragons can beat him. It's not that, like, their units are strong. That's part of what makes them difficult. It's that they just get so many of them. And they usually get to ambush you. Or they will often get to ambush you. Which means they get to, if they're on the attack, which means they get to set up all their units exactly how they want it. And usually pincer attack you. Talia's trying to get it back, huh? They're probably going to get it. Sucks, because then I'll have to go through Talia, but... Yeah, I think we'll go down and try to mess with Estalia here in a second.
We can fight you, but would rather experiment on you.
They're going to declare war on us? Yeah. So they noticed we put an Undercity underneath them.
demon!
Sorcerer Inventor. Yes, yes. Warlock Master.
Skaven Blight, greatest, best inventor! Murder, death, kills!
Fight me, Hibby. You die, see?
Where are we at? We're at 97%. Okay, so we have a lot of food.
Spoils pay for destruction.
Maybe we should have gone with 4 plague claw.
Kill
I don't know.
contraption!
3, I think, is probably a good number, though. Which sounds like we got some more fuel. Okay.
Victory!
13 scheme. Wait, what was that saboteur? What was that? Okay, extra from sacking settlements. I like that.
Needs errands to prove his worth.
I think you can only put that on assassins, yeah. I'm not too keen on the Doomflayer mount. It's like makes you very vulnerable to spears. I'm just gonna keep getting Blastmaster, I think. That's Gisele's too, right? Warp Fire Thrower, Rattling Gun, Gisele's, yeah, and then Bombardiers. And then we're gonna
Skaven
get.
Blight, seen many worse.
I mean, we could just get Scorched with him. It's just 1 point. Then I don't even have to spend points on my Legendary Lord. That's probably smarter. We could spam that Scorch if we want to. I think Arms Dealer, though, for the ammo. And then Ballistics Calibration is fantastic.
My brain
we'll
is
go with
never
that.
outsmarted. See?
He leveled
Machines
up.
and then sorcery.
Do we need engineering skill? I mean, eventually I would like to give him, you know, some real units. But maybe for right now we just go Warpstone tokens just so we get more magic.
Where are my schematics? Run, rats!
Make, kill things.
Okay, I'll pop over here in Skaven, buy us
This
some
city,
more
mine.
public order while we're here, and then...
Science, sorcery, death!
Okay, so we have 3 units. Now we could still get 1 more Plague Claw if we want to, and maybe that's correct.
Ikit Claw has no equal.
So definitely
Stop.
1 Warp Fire.
Yes.
Wouldn't mind having 1 more Giselle. I feel like these are like a lot more difficult to utilize. They do so much damage though. These do slow units down also. So you can kind of kite with those, which is handy. Okay, let's just do that. We have 2 Giselles, 2 Rattling Gunners.
Skaven Blight. revels in
Yeah.
this victory.
It would definitely go over the cap. Well, I mean, I could like build buildings that would give us
Engineer
more,
of Scryer.
of them, and I could afford to do some extra rats instead of them. But
Plan Scryer.
oh yeah, that definitely without supplementary buildings, that would definitely go over the cap and Steel Faith.
Test subjects.
But this ain't Steel Faith.
Warlock ready.
Okay, I think that's fine. Numbers beyond counting. And I mean, take everything in minutes from below is pretty decent. But I think that first extra defense for Skaven Slaves is pretty okay. Let's go with that one. We've almost got this Taskmaster platform, though. Which is going to give us some ruthless plans. Okay, so this is online. Almost online. How many turns did it take to get the subterranean pit? I guess it was a 4-turn building or something? Is that right? Takes a while. Yeah, it's 4 turns to get that online. Okay. I mean, this is an interesting one, too. You save on warp fire throwers and you get ranks for all of your stuff. If you save 3% on all of those units that you get ranks on, then yeah, I would probably get it. But 100 maintenance and 2 food is quite a lot for such a paltry bonus at this stage in the game. Okay. 13th scheme. What does this do? Extra Skaven relations. Well, we don't see any Skaven yet. Hero action. Clan Scryer is minus magic resistance. Okay. It's fine. Okay, so let's just carry on. Almost there. Just 2 more turns. See you, Jake. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, Lizardmen are very good against Skaven because they just have so much armor. Like, their Saurus warriors are just really overpowered early on. And they just tear... And they have, like, pretty high leadership, too. The Skaven have a hard time dealing with large monsters also, outside of halberds. Or historically they have. The Giselles help out with that quite a bit. And the, like, the Rattling Gunner. Like, historically, they've had a really hard time against heavily armored, like, monstrous units or heavily armored cav. Their only real answer is, like, Storm Vermin with halberds, and you can usually run around those, play around them. It's a lot harder to get more heroes with this, though, because you have to get to tier 5 to get extra, extra hero recruitment. And, like, I really want that engineer in my army. Like, I need to send him off so that I can create more, more of those, coves. But honestly, I think it's actually easier just to make another little army to go off and start sacking stuff to set up those coves. I don't think they have a cap for skeletons or zombies. You can do a full army of them. I think they might be a little bit more than the slaves. I can't remember.
Warlock of Skaven Blight.
The Empire.
How strong are these guys? These guys aren't that... I mean, that's like...
No.
13 plus 19. It's 32. Plus whatever this number is. 40.
My technocracy.
I don't know. These are going to be pretty bad in a siege, though, but...
No under hills.
These are awesome in a siege. We'll see how it goes.
More warp zone. Now,
Master Engineer.
Don't need anything there. That's fine. Right, so one more turn.
Where are my schematics?
Okay, beastmen are dead, so we have no more friends.
Channel fight kill.
Betrayal strong.
Those buildings cost -2 food per turn. I think that each one that I built is free. If you upgrade it, then it's extra. So, like, some of them, if you upgrade, they start to get gold maintenance or food maintenance. There's a couple that have both. And they get a lot more discoverability. So it's a lot less efficient if you upgrade it. But you can get... it's more slot efficient in terms of, like, you only need one building slot to get greater effect. But you're paying a lot more gold, and you're losing discoverability, and you're losing, like... sometimes gold or food in order to upgrade some of those buildings. I wouldn't mind trying out some Civ at some point. Again, I just hate that art style. I like Civ 5 way more. I played a lot of Civ 5. That was before I streamed, but... Okay, Talia took back Moraliano, which is annoying, but... whatever. It would be interesting to send an army up north to try to, like, kill a bunch of Skaven, or a bunch of Chaos stuff and put up coves there. Potentially.
These mountains are mine. This rat is no fool.
I just need to get over to Vermintide. Okay. Well, moment of truth. Can we beat this? I think we can. I mean, Moraliano would probably be easier. But I don't want to make multiple enemies. So.
Machines and then sorcery! Me! Burrow!
The question is, do I pull these guys out of the town or not? Do I want them to get stuck in the town? Part of me wants to pull them out of the town, because I can attack them
I will not obey.
and make them come out. Because I do have the rattling guns, like, are pretty bad in the town.
Yes.
Anyways, we'll figure it out in a second. So let's go ahead and...
Skaven Blight's great
I guess we could hit him in
inventor.
just in one turn.
Warlock of Skaven Blight.
They might just come out and try to
Absolutely
fight us
not.
straight up. That'd be pretty sweet.
Warp power.
Now, forward, now!
I don't know if I'm in the woods here or not. I don't think I am. That's 45%. But what I can do is try to go into ambush stance here. There's a chance maybe they don't spot me. And then just like jump here. And see if he thinks it's just him. I could have maybe stepped into this forest more. I don't know if it'll let me do that or not, but that's interesting. Skaven blade, Skaven's all good. All this stuff's online. I mean, that does make it a 10% chance. It does take 6 turns to get that online, but I think that does consume food. This does actually consume 1 food per turn. But this, I just really don't want to do 20 discoverability, because then if they just build that building, even if they don't do heroes, then I just lose it instantly. I assume they have a building like that. Okay, none of these do anything in combat. There's some growth, but... We still have our Doom Rocket, too, and we have to use the Doom Rocket to upgrade the town, so we do need to use one of those at some point. Oh, I forgot we need to change our tech over also, so we get 10 more growth. Mouse Artosa just got wrecked. Are we winning? It's tough to say. I think we're in a pretty decent position. We're just now about to, like, we've got our, like, pretty good mid-tier army right now. We finally got up to tier 3. Well, I forgot what turn it is. It's like turn 15 or something. We got our tier 3 stuff. We're about to get a big fight here. So yeah, I think we're in a, if we win this fight, I think we're in a pretty good position. We don't have Vermintide yet. Are they yeah, they're going to come out on us. Do they see the ambush or not? I guess we're going to find out. Yeah, it says ambush foiled. So are they going to try to fight us anyways? Huh. Wonder why he's banning Moraliano to go down there. Is that food consumption listed under settlement at the top? Yeah, it's the little negative number usually, like -3. And that's another thing. The more towns that you own in the base game, it uses a lot of food. And that was a huge problem. Is like there are only certain places where you can get food, right? Like there's like these fields. Anywhere where you see pastures, like you have to try to occupy that place if at all possible, because you can get food off of it. Otherwise, you have to just keep killing stuff to get food, basically. In Steel Faith, you can build buildings that give you food, so food is way, way easier. It's like almost trivialized in Steel Faith. But I like that in the normal game, where it just feels like you're ravenous. Like you just, as you get more and more towns, you just have to keep killing stuff. You have to keep eating. But now you can use the Under Empire to generate some food too, if you want to. Okay, well I guess we miss out on that limited time offer.
By Sigma, no! Not likely. No.
Okay, I think we'll at least have a shot to... If we ambush them, then they definitely do not get to reinforce, which is nice.
Plan Scryer! Sneak! Scurry! Wakefield camp!
Okay, none of these are active combat, right? I mean, we get the Scryer Stone. Minus 44 magic resist. I mean, that is a thing. They would take more damage if we did that. I mean, maybe we just go ahead and activate this. We don't know any Skaven, though, right now. It's kind of a waste. It's a 30-turn cooldown. I don't think that's worth it. I think we need to spot some Skaven first before we try to go for that. I really wish they do Thankfall. I think they're saving him for a Warhammer 3 thing, but...
Die! Die! Die!
If you get that ambush... Nice, we did get an ambush. Really? They think these guys are, like, have a prayer. Okay, Sammy, if you're wondering, like, what an ambush battle is, or, like, how does ambush matter, you're going to see. This is something that happens with Skaven a lot. Like, they can ambush every time they attack, as long as someone's not in a town. So getting ambush is really nice. I mean, Steel Faith in general is a lot harder. Yeah, I think. Than the base game. Mostly because I do the cap system on both fronts. So you have a very limited army and you have limited like special units you can hire. But anyways, do I even need... I don't even think I need to use any menace on this one. You know, am I being too arrogant? I think we're going to light them up. How do they deal with all this? Okay, we'll just fight it for 2 minutes.
Mode.
In the base game, every single building costs food. Every building is 1 food, and every army is 1 food. Yep, so in an ambush battle, you get to set up You can deploy almost anywhere on the map. They all start in a line. You can see exactly where they are, what they're doing, and you get to set up everything exactly how you want it. It's extremely powerful. Usually you get a pincer attack as Skaven, which means you get to hit them on all fronts. And you get to pick out, okay, do I want to focus out? It makes their artillery worthless because you can just run straight at their artillery. Now, this kind of sucks that, like, my reinforcements are coming in from over here, so it's going to take a while for them to get here. But I think we could beat them even without that. So, like, we can go anywhere on the map. We can deploy anywhere except for this little red zone in the middle. So I can make them, like, run up this hill at us. Or, I mean, I could just make them run up this hill at us and then come in and pinch them over here with these. Now, hills are kind of rough for the Rattling Gunners, like, basically all of this, Rattling Gunners, Warp Fire Throwers, Jezzails, all of those hate hills. But catapults can fire over it. I mean, I could just, like, not even really use the ambush and just, like, leverage my artillery. I think I want to fire on them right from the start, and then we can go from there. Okay. So that little yellow line there, that's like right here, that shows you how far your ammo reaches. So we'll be able to hit them through here. They have no horses or anything either, so they're just gonna get, like, fired on here. Now, archers do outrange my Rattling Gunners, so... I don't remember the range on these guys in this mod, 80, so... You want nice, clean shots with the Warp Fire Throwers, so I guess we can just go, like, right here with them.
Guide us, Horn One! Skaven, yes, yes!
Okay, so we should be able to shoot down on that.
Warp Fire Thrower! Clanrat spears! For the Vermintide! What? War Black Jezzails! Rattling gun! Our tale yours! What orders? Warlock and near!
Okay, we'll go ahead and gamble, see if we can start a bit higher. I think they have balance of power seem not favorable for Skaven. Yes, you do have to fight more fights as Skaven because it requires, like, a lot of time you're not going to win on raw power. You, like, win on things through ambush and your tactics and stuff like that, so... Don't move up that much. Alright, let's go. Did I accidentally click that?
Light claw catapult! Die! At once! Fire! Warlock Giants! Advance retreat!
Oh, where's Ikit?
Ikit Claw! Warspell magic! Storm lightning! Gasping beams die! Ikit Claw! Storm demon! Now! Clanrat spears!
Whoa, whoa, what are y'all doing? Fire, fire, fire.
Attack charge!
Yeah, we're gonna win before these guys even get over here, probably.
Now, ready, now! What fire thrower? Bid me obey! Attack! Die, die, die! Strike back Kill! Retreat, retreat! What was orders? Will we obey?
Oh, damn, they got my warp fire thrower. No, I didn't notice.
Kill contraptions at hand!
No! The warp fire thrower. Just
Quick! Nasty death! Hey! Yes! I greet death! Thou now ready! Yes, master! Sky! God doesn't hold one! Stop! Stop! Corn rats win! Warp fire thrower! We move!
yeah, we got shanked with that warp fire. I just lost track of them. Well, they're still coming at me, huh?
Now, yes! More systems on! Field for win! Over here!
So is that for every unit that goes up that much, or just that guy? I think it's just maybe him. No, stop firing into your own people. It's fine. Already got him there. I let my warp fire thrower get a little out of control, but it's alright. Anyone else anywhere close? Super far away. Okay. Because we're probably gonna have to fight this army again. That's why I'm kind of wondering. Whatever, that's fine. They had extra stats. Oh no, it's still great with ambush. Like artillery's still great with ambush because you get to set up where your artillery just opens fire right on whoever you want it to open fire on before they even have a chance to react. So I think it's great even with artillery. I mean, you can even you can set it up as a traditional sort of artillery line like I did there. Like ambush is never a bad thing. You're not really going that far out of your way to get it either. These rattling guns, open field like that, did get a lot of kills. One of the Giselles got a lot of kills. Dang, this guy got 2 chevrons. He only killed 48 things. Oh, I guess we hire him with 2 chevrons. That's right. That makes more sense. I forgot to use Ikit Claw's flamethrower thing.
No devastation like Ikit's devastation. Yes, yes.
We're like just swimming in food right now.
Death contraptions to fund. Devices upgraded. Yes, yes.
Okay, so they get to run.
Arrivo.
I wonder, can I use some of these Doom
A
Rocket
good
things?
flay to die.
5 starting Winds of Magic for everybody is pretty good. I mean, I still feel like I want to use it on some of these as soon as we level this up. So we basically just need to use a Doom Rocket in battle. So we'll use it on this next fight, I
Slicey,
think.
dicey death.
How are we looking on time? Oh, we're already almost at an hour. Okay, let's see what happens here when we go for this fight.
Victory.
Wait, what were some of my other options? Power armor. Okay, so nothing fancy. Still don't really want the Doom Flayer just yet anyways. Okay, so let's go for Blastmaster. Alright, so now...
Chief Warlock, Ikit
Master Engineer.
we can try to attack them outside of the town. The question is, do I want to fight them in the town or outside of the town? So they have 13 units here. I still think just open field, we just massacre them.
Never outsmarted. See?
Okay, so he's on the other side of a river, though.
Warlock of Skaven Blight.
Warlock Engineer.
We're not going to be able to reinforce him if we chase him. So I think we're going to have to siege him.
Magic's energies.
9%. Trying to see if I can get to 50% so I can go back into encamp stance. It's going to give it to me.
Night Runner.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get it. And that's fine. I just wanted that because it gives extra leadership and melee defense to the Skaven slaves.
War
That's fine.
power. Annihilate.
Okay, so it thinks they're going to beat us in this. I think otherwise. Now, since we're full on food, we might as well... I mean... I don't know if I want to go that deep on it. But we might as well just at least go to 5 minutes from below. I mean, I think we're going to beat them. But we'll see. Anyways, that's going to be next episode. Yeah, but I want them to reinforce. That's the thing in the chat. Yeah, you can siege and then not get a reinforcement, but I wanted them to reinforce and come outside the town. That's why, because then I don't have to fight them through walls, and I can get us around on them. So sometimes it's actually beneficial if they have an army sitting next to a town, you attack the army outside of the town, it pulls the garrison out, so that you can kill the whole garrison without the walls, and then you attack the town. Because they have to reinforce. Unless it's an ambush, then they can't reinforce, but... Anyways, I think it's like 4 a.m. Alright, well that's going to be it for this episode. I kind of, I mean, I want to do one more, but at the same time, like, I probably shouldn't. I've got to get up in the morning and take care of my daughter, so I think that's going to be it for the stream. Let me see real quick just how those numbers are before we log out. Are we still getting, like, at least 40? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's 57. I mean, I really want to do more, but I have to, like, be alert and pay attention. So we're getting 60. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice for Warhammer portion. It'll grow as I advertise it. I think it'll grow. So yeah, that was a good one. And then we get to start off with the siege next time, which would be cool. So, anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, I appreciate it. We'll start off with the siege in the next one. Special thanks to... damn, blanking out. It's late at night. Westworld, Clint, and Adam. There we go. For sponsoring the previous Scroll campaign and donating a lot. So we'll go ahead and give them a shout out for this Skaven campaign as well. If you'd like to sponsor a campaign yourself, just email me at thestratchprofessor@gmail.com. We're happy to help you out with that. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about the stream option? Could maybe try to stream at different times, but it's tough. Right now, that's where I can squeeze it in, is for like maybe an hour or two after stream, depending on when I start stream. It might be a good for League. I think it might be a good idea to, if I could do a stream from like 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. for League, and then go like 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. for Total War or something. Maybe I could do more on the weekends. I'm not sure. I'll have to work out a stream schedule. But anyways, that's going to be it. Be sure to check out the rest of the content, and I'll see you by next time. Have a good day.